Police in the Doorns in the Western Cape are making an appeal to motorists travelling on the N1 highway through the town not to stop to purchase grapes from vendors selling their wares along the side of the streets. Now, we understand that since the start of the grape harvesting season, there has been a spike in robberies being reported to this local police station. I'm joined now by the station commander, Lieutenant Colonel Dalikaya Mandleze. Sir, good afternoon to you. You were telling us just now that there has been this spike in crime, specifically robberies. Talk to us a bit about what you've seen happening on the N1 highway running past the Doorns.
As the Doorns police, we just noticed a spike in the registered cases of robberies, whereby the complainants will allege that they were robbed while they were buying grapes on the N1 road in the Doorns.
Now, we understand that this is not a new phenomenon, but because of the grape harvesting season, there has been a spike. Also, it's the festive season, so the N1 would be quite a busy thoroughfare to the Western Cape, or from the Western Cape. Tell us a bit, how does this modus operandi work? Are these people, the vendors, are they legitimate vendors? How is it that they come with the grapes to sell in the first place?
It is true that there's a lot of traffic on the N1, and then these vendors, they see an opportunity for them, for the victims to rob them by selling these grapes, of which most of the victims is people from outside the province, whereby they would stop thinking that it's people that are legit in terms of selling grapes, and then they will be robbed of their personal properties like handbags, your wallet, laptops, cell phones, and so on. It's been happening all the years, especially when it's grape harvesting season.
You said to me earlier on off camera that so far there have been 10 arrests. Can you just talk us through how these arrests have occurred and what these suspects have been charged with?
We have got a good working relationship with the farmers through their farm watch and also our local security companies, that is the private security. Then what happened, for example, on the 31st of December, 6 of the suspects were arrested in one of the farms in the area, and then they've been charged with theft. And then on yesterday, on Monday, another 4 was also arrested and also charged with theft of these grapes.
So if I understand it correctly, Lieutenant Colonel, these are not people that work on the farms. How do they then access the farms to steal the grapes in the first place?
They get into the farms by through trespassing. As a result, there is a second charge that we normally put against them, which is trespassing. It's people that are not supposed to be in the farms and they are not working in the farms.
I've also seen quite a number of, there's a red line on sections of the N1. Explain to us when that happened and also what that means to motorists travelling on this road.
Through our engagement with SANRAL and the provincial traffics of the Western Cape, that red line was demarcated in order to stop the motorists so that they can see that it is a no-stopping zone in order to prevent this challenge of these robberies through this grape selling.
Lieutenant Colonel, thank you very much for giving us that update. Of course, the station commander of the Doorns here in the Western Cape, just warning motorists driving along the N1 highway in this area not to stop to purchase grapes from vendors on the side of the road, saying that over the past few days, as many as 10 arrests have been made, and then also warning motorists that they should be careful to not stop on the red demarcated lines because that, of course, hotspot areas for these so-called vendors that are using the opportunity of stopping out-of-town motorists in the guise of selling their wares, but essentially to rob them of personal belongings. We, of course, will be talking to grape farmers in the region a little later on today for their take on what has been happening and also the efforts that they are taking to ensure that these attacks and these robberies are brought to a minimum.